welcome everyone for another something or nothing. Today we're gonna be talking about something that's interesting to pretty much everybody in the world, which is bubbling, right?
Mm.
And we're gonna talk about something even more important than actually money, which is time as well,
They
right?
say they say time. Everybody has equal of time. Is that correct?
I mean, some people live longer than other people, so I don't know if
Because
that's
I see a billboard that they say, like a bank advertisement. They say like everybody don't have like the same of money, but what they have the same is time. The same of time.
yeah. I mean, like 1 hour for me is also 1 hour for you.
Yeah.
You cannot change that.
But like
So
when you say like everybody is like their lifespan is different,
yeah,
so not everybody have the same.
you don't have the same amount of time,
Yeah,
but the
yeah.
value, like the thing of time itself, you cannot change.
Well, let's say I have $1 and then you also have the $1, so it's the same. So in that sense, it's like the same meaning.
But I mean, like you can have $1 and I can have $1 billion, but you can have like 1 year and I can maybe have 10 year, but like the gap is not gonna be as big as $1 to $1 billion, right?
Is it okay?
Like you cannot like time you cannot uh, like cheat or like gain, or
Mm.
there's no way you can like increase the amount of time that you have.
Mm.
And like even yeah, you don't even know like how much time you're gonna have eventually, because like anything can happen at any
Mm.
moment, right?
Yeah.
So like you might live the most healthiest
Person.
yeah, you might be the most healthy person and you live like your best life, taking care of your body and like everything, but then a freak accident can happen and then
Mm.
you're out of time,
Okay.
so you never know.
So let's discuss the elephant in the room, which is our topic of today. We call it "Don't sell money." No, don't sell time for money.
Yeah.
In that sense, what do you understand out of it?
I would ask you the same question
Why?
actually. I would prefer you tell me like what does it mean to sell your time for money. What does it mean?
Okay, let me give you an example. So, I mean, if you are a 9 to 5 worker, so you go to the office, you serve your time 8 hours a day for 30 days a month, right? And then you get the salary based on the time 8 hours a day and 30 days a month.
Hmm.
So, in that sense, for me, is how you sell your time. I mean, expertise also included into that, but that's how you.
So pretty much any regular like 9 to 5 job is like selling.
I would say, yeah. Yeah. So if it's you're not selling your time, meaning you make your money work for you when you're actually not working for it. Like, for example, doing an investment. You put money into like,
But I mean, how do you make money? Like could you possibly make money work for you if you're not like earning money in the first place? And the way to earn money is to do a 9 to 5 job. No?
I guess maybe that's where people started with, like at the beginning. And when you get rich enough, you put your money into investment,
How
and then
rich
you
is
make
rich
people.
enough?
I don't know. You can start small. You mean investment?
Yeah, and
You
like
can
I
start
mean,
small.
is investment the only way that you can like make money work for you? Well,
Or
what does the investment look like?
what do you mean? Like you can buy share or you can buy crypto, you know? Maybe you spend some of your time looking at it and then do somebody you call it like
Research?
no, like you put money in and when you exit before it's fall.
Like
That's the time you spend on like looking at it, right? But most of the time you let it run by its own and once in a while you check on it,
mm,
right? Or another way would be selling some type of products,
mm,
you know, because services you have to constantly evolve by selling your time and expertise on it. But product, maybe you spend some on like researching and stuff. But if you already have everything in general, you make your product work already, so it's like flow.
okay. Let's see it from like the view of like selling a product. If we're selling a product, then someone needs to produce that product, right? You need to have like, are you making the product yourself, or like you
No.
having a factory make it for
Having a
you?
factory.
The factory has to have people working 9 to 5 jobs.
Yeah, but you're not working for it. You let people work
Yeah,
for
but
it.
if other people don't do it, which is what we're selling, we're saying like
No.
don't sell your time for money, right?
So in that case, you do it yourself. That's not in going to the theme of
But
like.
okay, but if those people in the factory are not doing like selling their time for money, then how are we gonna be able to make like sell the product, right? If nobody's gonna do it. So some people,
That's not what we mean.
some people do need to sell their time for money.
Yeah, some people. I'm talking about you. Like in this world, not everybody can like don't sell your time for money. Cannot. It have to be balanced.
So who are the people that can actually do it?
So in this sense, don't serve your time for money could be means like become rich. Be rich and then you make money work for you, and then you.
I mean, that's easier said than done, though, right?
Everything is like that, but it's a kind of motivation to get you like becoming rich.
Okay, so.
So what do you think?
Well, I think I do agree like with the concept of like not like selling your time for money, because like we said in the beginning, you only have a limited amount of time. You cannot like magically create more time. It's not possible. And I feel I'm experiencing this as I get older. I feel like time is moving faster as well for me. So like I feel like I'm having less and less time to be able to spend on like things that I enjoy doing.
Yeah.
So I would say like if you're going to do a job, and it's going to be a 9 to 5 job, then make sure that it's something that you love doing and you can do for a very long time. And then I think it's fine. Then it's not just you exchanging your like time for money, but also doing something that you enjoy doing, right? And then like you can build your career on top of that and then continue growing like in that field. I think that's okay. But then there's also like people advocating you need to find your passion and you need to do your passion. But I don't agree with that completely too, because when you find a passion for something and then you create a job out of that passion, that like the passion will maybe fade away because you make it a job, right? There's, for instance, like a lot of YouTubers that like started YouTube and they like grew the channel to like something big, and then they don't enjoy doing it because they need to follow like what the viewers want to see, and then like they need to do content that the viewers like watching instead of doing the things that they actually enjoy doing, and then they end up like kind of miserable and don't want to do it anymore. So you need to find something like in between, I guess, that you can earn the money and then you can make money work for you, like you mentioned, like doing some investments. But this is also a very risky like area too, because doing investment is a good thing in general, I think, but if you like mismanage it, then instead of making the money work for you, you're gonna lose all the money. So
I see where you're coming from. So what you said is like another perspective from mine, because you said like, okay, you go to work a 9 to 5 job, you still sell your time for money, because of course everybody go to work for money, right? It's their main priority, first thing. But make sure that you're not only selling your time for the money, but also learn something or like enjoying the work along the way. So it doesn't sound like you're wasting your whole life, your time. Maybe you go to work for like 10 years, 20 years, just wasting for that, just for to get money. But along the way, you have to enjoy it, learn from it, and grow from it. Yeah. So I think,
Yeah, I think that's like the important thing when doing jobs, because and you also need to find like the correct fit, like with if you do decide to do a job, like I mean, we not like working for someone, we working for ourselves, but we also get like a lot of stress like working for ourselves, right?
We're definitely selling our time for money now.
Yeah, so like I think, but the thing is, like when we're doing like the stuff that we do, that it's something we try to make sure that it's something that we enjoy doing, right? So like we try to like fit it in like a area that with things that we want to do. So like it's not really like work, I guess, because it's something I want to do anyway. So
I guess so, because something that you like and you enjoy doing it, it doesn't feel like it's work anymore, right? It
Yeah.
feels like it's a hobby.
Yeah, it's like developing yourself, right? You improving your skills. So like every time you do the work, you get better at like that specific thing, and then the more you grow, the better you get, and then eventually you can become like an expert in like some area or another. And I think that's the ultimate goal of like when you look for a job. I think it should be something that you can grow in and like you can improve in, and then eventually you will end up like earning a lot of money with it if you get good, and then you can stop working and then you enjoy your life.
One
But
day.
but I think this concept of like pension also like I feel it's like very backwards. I don't know, maybe it's controversial, but like I think it's very backwards because like why do I need to spend like 40 years of my life working like extremely hard and earning money to then be like I don't know like 65 or like 70 years old, like maybe have like 10 more years to live and then I can enjoy life. Like I don't get that concept. Like why would I need to wait like until my life is almost ended to start enjoying?
So
Look,
are
to
you
go on
saying that
pension.
you should not like pay the government for your own pension, right? You should keep the tax to
I
yourself.
mean, you have to like in some countries you have to pay for like for pension, right?
But I mean, you're trying to advocate that it's like you should not pay it to the government. You should keep it to yourself because you wanted to spend it your own way.
Okay. So like the idea is when you get that old, you cannot work anymore. So you need money to sustain you like the rest of your life, right? So in a sense, you still need to save the money. Like I'm not saying you should not save for pension. Like you should definitely save money for like when you get older, so you can still be comfortable. Because if you don't, you're just gonna end up like under a bridge somewhere.
Hear me out. Hear me out. Let's say you decided not to like maybe it's the system changed and the government decided to like okay you don't need to pay us like through tax right for your own pension in the future. You can keep it to yourself, and then you can use that money to do your investment some way, maybe like gain more money rather than just keep it with the government, right? You think it's a good idea or it's just another BS?
I need to do some more research into that, but I think it's like safer to maybe leave it with the government
Because not everybody's smart
because
at
not everybody has
investment.
like the will to leave the money. Because if they know I got this money that I can just use whenever, then not everybody has like the willpower to leave that money be. A lot of people, myself including, I would just take out the money and then spend it, and then I don't have any pension left. You know.
Talking about pension, I don't know, in Cambodia right now they like starting to like talking about it, like having a kind of proper system on the pension. But before it's only offered to like the government officers, which I don't know how it works, but I still don't know it's now because I'm not working for
Cambodian business.
So I don't know how it works, but it's sounds like because my dad, right? He works for like an NGO. I don't think he will have any pension or anything after he's like.
Yeah, that's right.
Because now he's like 50 plus, and then he's still working because he knows like he's not gonna get any pension, so he has to like continue working. Otherwise, he has no money.
Yeah, that's right. So.
And then my mom, she used to be like a factory worker. She already stopped like 15 years ago already. Now she's like a housewife and stuff. And she has no pension. She worked in factory for like 10 years plus or something since like before I was born. So, but at the end of the day, they shut down the factory, and then they just gave my mom like $1,000 and stuff, and then that's it.
And she's not worked like ever since. So how does she sustain herself?
She's a smart lady. She's a businesswoman, sort of. She just selling.
You just said she's
like,
a housewife. How's she like?
Full time, but like part time, she would be like selling some like products at the market. Like online business, but it's not fully online. It's just selling it to like people that she know. So like say, oh, these people they want this type of like rice cooker, and ask my mom, can you go to the market and buy for me, and then I give you some commission.
Okay.
That's what my mom do. And other stuff, she would do real estate, so buy and sell land. And stuff.
Oh, and I think that's where she gets the money, no? Real estate.
Yeah, I think so too.
What do you think about that? Like, should people like go into? Because this is also a type of investment, right? Buying real estate.
Before COVID, in Cambodia, I don't know about elsewhere, but Cambodia is like booming. Everybody is like
The
buy
entire
and sell
world,
land.
the entire world,
But now,
real
yeah,
estate is
but
like,
now it's very slow. Like you cannot sell anything, or it's crazy right now. I would not suggest. I'm not. I'm saying this doesn't mean I'm like expert in real estate, but I would not see it's like a smart way to do investment right now in real estate, because the economy is still fluctuate. It's not stable yet. Things might go south. So
okay, let's go back a bit and talk about investments. And earlier we mentioned something about putting your money in the stock market and then taking out the money when the market is high and like buying in when it's like low. I don't think this is like if you want to do like investments and you want to make your money work for you, this is not the approach I think you should take, because there's a higher chance that you will lose like money in the end than if you just buy like indexes and like normal like stocks and then just let them run like on their own, because there's like there is this like index called SPY, which is like the top I think 500 companies in America, and then like because it's like a big pool of companies and there's like small like shares of each company, if one of the companies goes like down or like they lose like a valuation because of the other companies, it will still like kind of stay high. And that index, that specific index, I mean, I'm not a financial advisor at all, but like that specific index has been growing like for the last 20 years.
taking his advice at your own risk.
Yeah, I'm not a financial advisor. Don't take my like words as like financial advice, but it's probably safer to just invest in something like steady and like make that work for you instead of like buying in and out and selling out and stuff like that. Also, before you like the banks, they would push a lot on like savings accounts, which would return you maybe like 2% of your money, but like this is very low compared to like the stock market and like even crypto. Like can like in crypto you can have like a increase of like 200% of like some crypto, and then like 2% compared to 200%, which is more appealing. But again, like the risk is like way higher.
Yeah.
So
I'm always like skeptical with crypto and stuff.
yeah, this also like reminds me of something that used to go around like a couple of years back, where a lot of people were talking about like passive income. And like passive income is pretty much what we're talking about right now, like investing in things and stuff. But like these people that would talk about passive income, they would like tell you, oh, you should not spend your time working like 9 to 5 job, you should make money work for you, and then they suggest like some sort of program, and then you need to like buy into the program,
like
and then they just disappear, like it's a scam. Like they sell you the idea of you never have to work again, you just invest here like like a $1,000 you invested, and then in like 5 years you will get like $20,000. You don't need to do anything, and then you give them like $1,000 and then they're gone.
It's like an example of like is it a rumor? I don't know if it's a rumor or not, but it's about Logan Paul. They're like he's selling the idea of like games.
Yeah. So like it was a crypto project that he did, and like the idea was that you would buy into the crypto, and there would be like a game element to it, and then you could play a game, and then while playing the game you would earn money, or like you would earn tokens.
How is that idea possible? You're just playing game and you earn tokens.
So the only way that like system would work is if people keep buying into it. It's kind of like a pyramid scheme. So like yeah, if people keep buying into it, then it keeps growing, and then you can
take turn, like give it to money to people.
Yeah, so like like pretty much. So like I buy in like with I don't know, like $10,000, and then you come in and you see, oh my god, it's growing so much. I put in like $20,000, and then I get your $10,000, for instance.
It reminds me of an idea in Cambodia. We call it tong tin, ling tong tin. It's a similar idea, but it's like Yeah, there's a lot of cases that it's just scam,
Yeah.
but people still doing it. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's like there's a lot of like these kind of things out there. I think you even got approached to like participate in like this kind of scheme where they like invited you to like a Zoom call or something, and then
Uh,
they tell you, oh, we selling these products. You just bring in more people, you invite more people, and you sell your products to those people, and then they invite more people, and then they sell the products to those people.
is this idea called? Is it a pyramid scheme?
Yeah, it's a pyramid scheme. Yeah, it's like the pretty much the concept is like that.
There's a real example from my mom.
You can actually earn money doing that though, but it's like not ethical. It's you actually like pushing your products to other people so they sell it for you, and then you can earn like commission on what they're selling from you, but the product is not good at all. So I mean, like a lot of companies do this though, like, and there's a lot of bad actors in it too. So you need to be careful with like what you do and how you approach it. So you know.
This I was talking about my mom, right? She was invited to join like a skincare product, some stuff like from Korea, that they have the companies here, and then she told my mom, if you buy more product to like in stock, she store it at home, and then they would give her discount. They have like a discount membership card and stuff, and if you invite people to join, then they would promote her into a higher rank. So like becoming like normal officer to like managers or supervisor and stuff, and then she would earn commission on top of that as well, right? And my mom spent of like thousands of dollars like buying product, but in the meantime she also sell the product. But they always keep telling her like, okay, you buy the more product now because it's coming and the marketing is doing good and stuff. You should store more products. So she spent a lot of money, and at the end of the day, it just she understands it's a scam because she never get any points and stuff. You know, they said like she will be promoted based on her performance, right? And then they will keep her points in their system. But at the end of the day, she found out she has no points. It's a scam and stuff. And then she was like unhappy because she was invited by a close friend of her, who is still like working for that company, and she's the one who like got all the points.
Oh no.
Yeah, and like my mom told me stop talking to her and then block her and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, there's like this approach. It can be done by actual like company as like a way to get more like exposure for their brand or whatever, and like it can be done like in a way that's legit. But there's a lot of companies that just take advantage of like people, and they just push. And when the concept is you earn more commission the more people you bring in, then it becomes a pyramid scheme very quickly. So
you know where these ideas come from?
It's actually called like Ponzi.
Ponzi scheme.
Yeah, Ponzi scheme. It comes from like a guy called Ponzi, I think, and then he created like the first system of it, and then.
And how about the call center scam and stuff like that we known about, the Indian call center and stuff? Is there like a term for it?
I'm not sure about that, but yeah.
Have you ever experienced that?
Yeah, I get calls all the time of like people trying to like tell me, oh, actually personally I've never got a call saying like, oh, your computer has a virus in it or something like that. Oh, I'm calling you from Windows support. Can you please open your computer, and then like blah blah blah. I've never got that because it would never work for me.
Maybe before they call you, they also check your background.
I actually did get a call once from like a exchange bureau in London trying to get me on their platform, and then we talked for like I don't know, like maybe like an hour or something. I talked with that guy, but I was never gonna like register or do anything because an exchange program you need to like leave all your details, like you need to leave your like bank address, your home address, your like personal ID card and stuff. And I just get a random call from like an exchange like in London for like what reason? Like I never registered like to like get a phone call for that, so I was never gonna register. And then but they kept me online for a long time, so I was just having fun with it. And then they kept asking me like, what is your profession? How do you earn money? And I kept telling them, I don't need like my money on this thing. I already earn a lot of money. Like there's no point for me like to register. And then like he kept asking me, what do you do for a job? What do you do for a job? And I said like, I'm in the industry. And he's like, what industry? Like it's a very known, very established, very big industry, and I earn a lot of money on it. And he kept asking me, what is it? What is it? And I just said,
I want to join too.
I just said, I'm in the porn industry.
Bruh.
And then he was like, oh, you're so funny, ha ha ha, it's so fun. I'm like, why you making joke? Why you laughing? I'm like serious. Well, why are you making fun of me? I'm not. It's a joke. But yeah.
Okay.
And then he got angry, like he got very angry, and I don't know, 2 minutes after he like hung up, and I never got a call ever again.
Okay. He trying to scam you, but you scam him back.
I just waste his time, yeah. So
Yeah.
he's wasting my time, and then in return I waste his time.
Uno reverse.
Uno reverse card, yeah.
Oh shoot.
And I had fun doing it. So like for me, it's a positive, I get to tell the story now, and for him it's a negative because he didn't get a customer to scam. So
Okay. Okay. Maybe we switch back to the don't sell your time money a bit because I have something I want to discuss about. It's also related to our pitch deck that we did. So like last month or a few months ago, we did our like business pitch, and like people keep asking us that why our service is so expensive? You know, they could also hire the same, like more people and doing the same job, for less, And then what's the answer we talk about that related to the don't sell your time of money. But giving credit, we got these ideas from Chris from the future. He's the CEO, right? The CEO and founder of the future is like, what is the future? Because I know this future from him.
The future is like it used to be an agency actually, but they shifted into like coaching and like education. It's for like creative people. So like they right now they teach like creative people how to talk with clients, for instance, or how to deal with clients and how to like price your packages or make them more appealing and stuff like that. So it's more like coaching now, but they used to be an agency as well.
So yeah.
Yeah, and go ahead.
So back to our stuff. What was the answer that we talked about? Like why we price our services as is?
So you're talking about like making a logo. Why should it not?
Yeah.
So the idea with like within the creative industry is that if you deliver something fast, should you get paid more for it or less for it?
Let's say, for example,
should I'm asking you like, should you if I do something for you and I can finish it in like 15 minutes, will you pay me more for it or will you pay me less for it? How much would you pay me? You would pay me per hour?
If you sell your time, per hour. Yeah.
But I don't want to do that, right? Like we having this entire conversation because I don't want to sell my time. So if I charge you, like how would you want to be charged, you personally, like as a client?
Fair enough.
Fair.
Yeah.
So like what would you value then? Like where is the value of my services as a creative for you? Like for me to do it fast or for me to do it slow? Like would you prefer it to be
for you to be fast and
for me to
good
be
at
fast?
it?
Yeah. Okay. So like if I can deliver something in like 15 minutes instead of like 1.5 weeks, you would prefer to have it in 15 minutes, right?
Yeah.
So you should also pay accordingly as well then, right?
Yeah, normally if you like fast, it means like, let's say the standard is like it will take a week, but you can deliver in like 3 days. So it means like you're doing the express work for me. So maybe I'm willing to pay you more for that.
But you like right now also, because you working on the other side of things, you talking not as like a business owner.
Yeah.
Like business owners, usually they will go the other way. They will be like, oh, you just spent like 1 day on it. Why do I need to pay you like this amount of money? But the answer is like, you're not paying me based on the amount of time I spend on it. You pay me because I know how to do it. That's why I know how to do it fast.
Yeah.
When a plumber comes over to your house to fix your pipes for your plumbing, and he fixes it in like 15 seconds, like not even an hour, and then he charges you for like a day's worth of work. Like you're still gonna pay him because you don't know how to do it. That's why you hire the plumber. Like when you're working with creatives, they know how to do it. That's why you're paying them for it.
Yeah.
And when the idea comes of like I know someone that can do it for cheaper, like if you like the quality of that guy, then like go with that guy that can do it for cheaper. Then like
Yeah.
there's no like discussion. If that guy that can do it cheaper, because like he will do it for cheaper because either he's living in an economy that's like kind of like afford that cheap price, or he's doing it for cheaper because he needs the experience and he doesn't know how to do it, and like he needs to grow his portfolio or whatever. That's why he's willing to do it for cheaper. But if you're okay with like I mean less quality or like someone that's not experienced and that's gonna do it for cheaper, if you're okay with that, then go ahead with that guy.
Yeah. So that's why they said, or Chris said, that's why he or creative people that do fast work and then good quality, why are they being punished for like being good
Yeah.
and like quick and stuff, right? Because they like compare us to like other people that is maybe not in the same level, but like offer a cheaper price. Like, you know, price is not a determination for everything. Because I mean, for every business, they want cheap, you know, they want cheap and good work as well. But you cannot devalue us just for something you want, you know. So it's like selfish, you know. Make it fair. If you're good and then we're fast, then pay it accordingly, you know,
Yeah.
and then respect our opinion or our, what do you call it?
Decision.
Yeah, decision. Because we set this price for a reason.
Yeah.
You know, right? We also have clients too that kind of, how do I call this? Kind of play with us with the price, you know. And well, back then we're still young too, but in the industry, opening our own agency. So what we said, our decision is still lack of expertise or experience.
On the business side of things,
Yeah, because we're trying to like empathize them, you know, trying to say yes to them with everything. Because
I mean, this is also kind of because like we need the exposure and we also need to grow and stuff. So like we willing to do more for less. But like eventually the idea is that we like find balance and like still enjoy doing the work, and like we don't go into the idea of like we selling our time for money, right?
or selling your soul for money.
Yeah. So I think with that we can and there's so much more we can talk about in this topic, like so many more aspects we can cover. But we talk a lot about like some scams that are going on, like the ideal like work-life balance kind of things, and we cover a lot of different areas. If you guys want us to like cover like maybe a specific area, you can also ask it. I can tell you more stories maybe about like scammers, you know,
Because he got scammed once.
or my experience in the industry, you know. So
They got scammed.
huh?
They got scammed.
Oh, I actually did fall for a scam once. That actually happened for real. It was in Thailand, in Bangkok. Yeah, amazing experience. I can tell you about that maybe in the future episode. Please let us know like if you find anything interesting. If any of this can be like if you relate to any of the things that we talked about. If you get something from it, or maybe you got nothing from it, just let us know, and then
In the comment.
yeah,
Okay.
and you can suggest any other topics that you want us to cover as well. With that, I think we can
Okay,
wrap
with
it up.
that, thank you guys and see you next episode. Bye
Bye-bye.
bye.